story you'll see only on KCAL News. Hateful symbols drawn on a woman's groceries, and she caught her neighbor in the act.
KCAL News reporter Laurie Perez spoke with her and that neighbor about this disturbing behavior.
Is there a problem?
What?
Is there a problem?
No.
Is that a Nazi symbol?
No.
What is that?
I'm just walking by here. I don't know.
I saw you.
That was the moment on December 5th when Leah Grossman confronted her neighbor, Mark Nakagawa, seconds after her doorbell camera captured him leaning down and writing a swastika on a box of seltzer at her front door. Listen as he insists he doesn't know anything about it.
I have a camera. Like, what is that? What did you draw there?
I don't know.
And I just shattered. I just fell to pieces. And like, I've never shook like that before. Like my toes were shaking, Ugh, I get emotional thinking about it because it reminds me of like all the people I know and like my family and my children.
A single Jewish mom raising two boys under 12 suddenly faced with what she saw as anti-Semitism at her door. She says it happened not long after she says Nakagawa called her a fascist in a homeowners association meeting for hanging this flag after the attacks in Israel. When we went to ask him about it, he told us she called him a fascist, but didn't deny writing the symbol, trying to tell me he wanted to educate her about the history of it as a Buddhist symbol of love at 10:15 at night, and initially denying he knew anything about it. You certainly knew what she was going to think about it.
I don't know what she was going to think about it. Again,
You knew what she was going to think about it. You put a swastika on a Jewish person's belonging, they're going to think you're trying to intimidate them, and it's a symbol of hate. It's recognized as a symbol of hate. Until last year, Nakagawa was listed as a pastor and senior leader in LA's United Methodist Church. He repeatedly insisted he did not know how she'd react. Sir, I frankly just don't buy it. There's no way that you thought writing that was like extending some sort of lesson about the origins of the swastika.
Right. The way I went about it, in hindsight, the way I went about it was not the right way to go about it. It was bad judgment on my part. I realize that.
What's going on in the world has really opened up just a crevasse of anti-Semitism. And I think people feel really emboldened to push Jewish people around. People just shouldn't get away with this.
There is a real movement by some to take back the swastika as a sacred symbol by educating people about its origin. But I don't imagine that often happens in secret in the dark of night without leaving an explanation. In West Los Angeles, I'm Laurie Perez, KCAL News.